Hi there. Uh, I've been asked quite a few questions about hardware and cameras and things like that. And I sat down and did some writing talking about the minutiae, the details, the arcane knowledge of digital photography. I sat down and drew diagrams of bare matrices I guess is the correct way. I drew up the Fujifilm X-Trans sensor, the matrix that they use, and then I started to think, photography isn't about any of those things. Think about it. Obviously, in order to take high quality images, you do need a decent camera. But decent camera means different things to different people. If you want to photograph sports, your decent camera had better be pretty fast, and you had better have a lens that can capture the action and keep up with the speed. If you want to shoot wildlife, birds in particular, yes, there is hardware you are going to need. But for most people, a relatively basic camera, such as any of the entry-level interchangeable lens cameras, whether it's mirrorless or DSLR, doesn't matter, with what I'll call a standard zoom lens, something of the same range as the kit lens that usually comes with the camera. Now, people will whine about the quality of those kit lenses, but the quality of the kit lens is usually good enough to give you decent images, and as a beginner in particular, that's what you really need. So, where's all this headed? Simply this: get out and take pictures. This is something I've been guilty of. I have spent more time watching videos, producing videos, writing about videos, playing with cameras, picking up the camera, pushing all the buttons, checking all the settings, testing the lenses. But the one thing I wasn't doing enough of at all, was getting out there and taking meaningful pictures. I have some friends who are very dedicated to just that. They don't have a tremendous amount of detailed technical knowledge of all the little bits and pieces, but they know how to get a good exposure. They know how to get the best possible results from their camera, and they have the get up and go to get up and go. Out there every morning, walk around the park, look for birds to shoot, look for interesting things. Every day they get their exercise and they learn more about photography. And they are better photographers, much better photographers, than someone like myself who spends too much time dealing with the details of the hardware. So, this is not going to be an end to my hardware-based videos. People still want to know that stuff. But what I'm telling everybody is that if you really want to improve your photography, instead of learning more about the details of how your camera works, get out there and use your camera. Learn how it works on a day-to-day basis. Learn how it works right out there in the field where you are practicing getting the pictures that you want. And I think you'll find that you'll get a lot better results and a lot faster results from that. And you'll learn about things like histograms and exposure, and all those things are things that you will learn. You will have to look it up now and then. You will have to watch an occasional video. You will have to ask people who know some questions about it. But more than anything else, you will practice. And if you come home with a card full of failures, then you learn something. I believe I've mentioned here once before that the old expression is trial and error. It's not trial and success. People who go out and accidentally take a bunch of really great pictures, they tend to get this overinflated image of themselves and how good they are, and they never get any better. And they may never duplicate the particular set of circumstances that allowed them to get those images in the first place. It's like the person who goes out and buys an expensive camera and immediately starts up a wedding photography business, because after all, isn't that all you really need? Sad. I think the term for them is photographer, as in F-A-U-X, which of course is the word for fake. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click like. If you would like to see more of my videos, by all means subscribe. And of course, if you think somebody might get something from this particular video, then share it. Thank you very much, and bye for now.